also like probably have to reverse the team somehow, and there's no spawns reverse scene, so I think I have to manually swap. Hang on a second, this could take a while. Is there a swap teams button? There is. Switch teams. Go. Boom. There we go. So Paid is going to be on the left in the green team, and Northern Spawn. BT are going to be right, and the Southern Spawn in red, and Paid are going to be running Kremlin, Conqueror, Des Moines, Moscow, Haragumo, Grozavoy, Yuyang. Meanwhile, for BT, we're going to be seeing a Kremlin, Conqueror, Des Moines, Moscow, Minotaur, Haragumo, Gearing. And I have to check something really quickly. Yeah. Hang on a second. Alright, anyway. Game number 1. Sorry, getting on the way. Yeah, so... Right, let's go quickly have a look at some builds, do all that kind of stuff. I'm going to go close Chrome in the background because it's killing all of my resources. Yep, kill this, kill this, kill this, kill this, kill this. Let's leave that closed. I can close down Snaz now, it doesn't need to be updating filing mode. I can close Task Manager, and I can do loads of closing of stuff. Right, anyway. We have... right, hang on, sorry. Builds. Haragumo, Redownload, gonna be running the Legendary module. Grozavoy over here, gonna be, Wait, is everybody stop moving? Yeah. So, something we noticed right at the start of that game, there is, in fact, a limitation on the number of Des Moines that you're allowed to bring into a battle. There's a limit of 2 Des Moines plus Salem. Unfortunately... BT have brought 3 Des Moines, so that's an instant disqualification. Map 1, forfeit. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but it happens when you have complicated rule sets. I'm just waiting on some sort of official confirmation about that one. Like, that's obviously why I was confused at the start of that battle. And I have to go check something, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, I might forfeit for a legal ship lineup. It is unfortunate. So yeah, once again, the ship limitations are Montana, Kremlin, and Ohio. You're allowed a maximum of 1. Des Moines and Salem, you're allowed a maximum of 2. Moscow and Stalingrad, a maximum of 2. Kleber, a maximum of 2. Yeah, unfortunate, but that's the way things go. Nobody wants to win games this way. People want to play tournaments properly, but you know, things happen. Right, so let's mark that down as a game 1 victory for Paid, I suppose. What can you do? Yes, apparently there was an accidental car wash. Is that the sound of snacks? Probably not, no. It's probably the sound of me ambling, or cleaning up the rubbish around my desk. I may have some rubbish around my desk. This is the sound of a can of Coca-Cola opening. Oh, why is my microphone all the way back there? I probably sound like absolute fucking shit. That's probably a lot better now. Turns out my microphone was all the way against. So I probably... But yeah, moving on, map number 2, Northern Waters. I guess. Hopefully this time with no forfeits. Are we swapping sides this time, or are we staying? No, yeah, we are swapping sides. Hang on. I've got to press the switch teams button, which doesn't actually switch the teams of the map winner, so I have to do that manually. Yeah, that's a thing. Okay, so map 2 is going to be Northern Waters. Yeah. That's Crash Zone Alpha, the one that we just quote-unquote played, but we didn't play because we had an illegal ship lineup. Northern Waters, apply, boosh. A man has just joined the training room, screamed Interceptor incredibly loudly, and been removed from the training room. Which, yes. That's what you do, right? You say, oh look, a tournament game room. Let me go join that and just shout my own name. That man is clearly a Pokemon. Understandable. Alright, we're getting the last couple of getters from BT back in. Alright, we have 9 out of 9 ready for BT. Peter are going to be readying themselves up very shortly now. And we'll actually get into it. Maybe we'll actually get to do a game. Maybe we'll actually get to cast a game. We might not. We might. Hopefully this time they'll bring an allowed ship composition. Maybe. We might get allowed ships. We might not. But we might. Alright, last two players readying up. And Peter down a guy again. Okay, understandable. Switching some people around, I guess. Probably last minute module switch. Oh, for God's sake. I suppose we're going to use the full 20 minutes allotted for the previous game to dick around waiting for the second game to start. This is definitely the best series to start the day with. Clearly. So chat. How are things? talk amongst yourselves. Or don't, I'm not your boss. Or don't. I'm not your boss. There we go, finally in. There we go. We have game number 2. This time with ships. With actual ships that aren't limited in any way. Right? Yeah? No illegal ships. Everybody's brought fine ships. Okay, wonderful. Alright, so BT this time going to be on Ohio, Conqueror, Des Moines, Moscow, Colbert, Gearing, and a Daring. Meanwhile, for Paid, who are 1-0 up in this series by a technicality, they're going to be running a Kremlin, Conqueror, Des Moines, Worcester, Moscow, Haragumo, Gearing, and a Daring. Yes. So yeah, let's go have a look at some builds, which we were going to do, and then we didn't. So, Des Moines, Legendary Module, Acceleration Module, Survivability Expert, pretty standard stuff. We have a Gearing here with Swift and Silence, and the Legendary Module, he's going full torpy boaty. Which means no, he's not going to have access to Superintendent, which I don't really agree with, but that's his choice. We have Daring here, running a pretty standard BFT, RPF. We have this Gearing here, who is running a very heavy torp build with Legendary Module, and again, no Superintendent. But a bit better torpedo reload. Moskva here, going to be running reload mod over Legendary Module. We have a Ohio here, who is not running Concealment Expert and is running very heavily in the secondary department. Conqueror here with Swift and Silent, Brisk and Damage Control Module, Expert Loader, Expert Marksman, that kind of stuff. Des Moines here, pretty standard build. And then we have this Colbert, who is running Range Mod. He's not a subscriber to the Church of 1 million DPM. He's going to be running Heavy HE and Demolition Expert, but he's also going to be running Concealment Module and Engine Module. I think you want to go Engine Rudder Reload Mod if you want to be a good member of the Church. Also, yes. Alright, yeah, what we got here for the red team. Amugu, we're going to be running Leg Mod Des Moines, relatively standard build. We have Daring here, Amugu, RPF, Superintendent, relatively standard. Haragumo, Legendary Module, RPF, Kremlin, full tonk with Brisk. Moscow of Lord Diamond, going to be running Legendary Module. We have Conqueror, PSC, going to be running Vigilance, Brisk. Damel in his Gearing, going to be running Superintendent build with the Legendary Module in front of a Worcester, who's going to be running pretty much standard DPM build, no IFHE. Then we have over here, Des Moines for Pegasus Sniper, once again running a relatively standard build with a Legendary Module. Now, initial deployments, over the ACAT for BT, we have Gearing, a Des Moines who's taken the very safe route going up around the top of that island, which is interesting. I guess he's not going to do the smoke train for him. We have an Ohio at B, who is spotted and knows he's spotted. Daring reversing towards the cap, and then Moscow behind it along with the Conqueror backing it up. And then over at C we have Gearing, Colbert, and Des Moines. Meanwhile, for Paid we have Des Moines taking the safe rocks, Gearing Worcester in the middle, Conqueror behind that, and then Moscow, Kremlin, Daring, Haragumo, Des Moines all deploying at the right hand side. So let's have a look at these torpedoes at the middle here and see what's happening with this Worcester in the smoke screen. Worcester in the smoke screen going to be starting up the farming on this Moskva position here. Who's going to be having all of the fun, being very farmed. Gets himself behind this rock to safety. Redamel's not going to be able to spot him too easily there. Daring had to get out of the way of some torpedoes. We'll be hydroing them, so the monster gun knows they're coming, so he knows don't come out from my rock. It's nice and safe behind my rock. Now, they can probably, like, do some weird stuff, like pushing the Conqueror forward, but I'm not sure if it's the best plan. Alright, so, that's, like, there was a Colbert there. There is no longer a Colbert there. The Colbert just dies. Just dies. Just gets spotted for reasons in front of M. Jester's Daring, and then explodes. Like, he wasn't in radar range, was he? Diamond didn't use it. No, Diamond doesn't use his radar. No radar from... No, the Colbert just made a mistake. Maybe he hit some torpedoes in there? I don't know what happened there, but it's... Yeah, no, that's not what you want to happen to your Colbert at minute 1. So an early lead for Paid in this game? Just... Yeah. I don't know what happened to him. Like, he had, like, full white boss. I think he must have got, like... He must have just, like, ate a ton of pens. Must have been Kremlin or Moskva or something. I don't know. Definitely didn't enjoy himself. Alright, back over here we have, you know, Conqueror being farmed down a little bit, but he's got a big smoke screen he can go hide behind. Moskva of Lord Diamond going to be suffering for this, but he can reverse. He's got a nice little position he can reverse to, like, back around this rock. It's going to take him a little while to get there. He pops his damage control party, and I don't think he's going to be perma-spotted by anything. In fact, I think he can just get dark by going back behind this rock now. I'm not sure what's spotting him. No, he's dark now. Yeah, he's fine. Radar comes out from the Haragumo, Otten, Amugu, Des Moines combination with smokescreen in front of them, catches the gearing of Molecular Man, and he's going to be in for a world of hurt here. That's very, very deep inside the Des Moines radar range. Luckily, there's a rock there that has been blocking Otten's shell fire. For now, the BT gearing is going to be doing his best job of trying to dodge by, like, you know, juking on the spot. He hasn't really got an engine going, and he's still locked in this radar for another, like, 5 seconds. 7,000 health, is on fire, hasn't got a damage control available. I think he will get dark even after the radar ends, because, yeah, he drops his smoke screen. Still some blind fire coming in. He's down to 100 HP. Doesn't have the damage control available. He's going to burn out. He burns out. Haragumo gets the kill. That's 2 unfortunate losses, and this was like a 6v5 over here, and they've lost 2 ships here, and they haven't taken down the Moskva yet. This is not good for their quote-unquote strong side. Meanwhile, on their weak side, they've actually managed to take this cap, and that cap, and they're still holding on to it. So current gameplay, we have a smoke screen, a radar coming out from Papega Snipers Des Moines over here. We'll be catching the gearing in front of the Conqueror of PSC. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get much onto this. I think, yeah, radar's actually expiring now. They didn't actually get anything on the gearing. Des Moines versus Des Moines trading is going on. Conqueror having to leave. Conqueror, the Ohio going to be pushing his way through. Is like, alright, we need to do something over here now. And the problem is, once he gets out of here, he's also going to be pushing into a Worcester gearing combination. And the Worcester plus Conqueror plus Des Moines farming around that Ohio. Yeah, the Ohio's got rapid fire damage controls and, like, good heals, but it's, you know, not going to withstand the combined firepower of Des Moines Conqueror and Worcester setting on fire. Potential gearing torpedoes flooding them as well for, you know, forever. And we see the Des Moines of Louis Vuitton has also gotten himself caught. I think he must have took a couple of slaps from the Kremlin and the Des Moines of Amuga here. But that's a 3rd ship lost on their strong side. The strong side just getting completely rolled over by the Haragumo Des Moines smoke train. Plus Kremlin. I think this is going to be a very decisive victory for Paid at this rate. I don't see a way back into it. I mean, let's take a quick look, see what kills are on the board. There is a possibility you get the kill on the Conqueror, but it's a Conqueror and it's kiting away, and there's only the Ohio that's on it. Maybe the Moskva can get some shots, but the Moskva's, like, now suffering the wrath of the Worcester, along with, you know, this Daring and Moskva are going to be joining in as well. Yeah, like, there's the potential for the kill on Lord Diamond, but he's behind the rock again. It's a whole thing. Yeah, let's toggle this back in.
Honestly, there's really not much BT can do at the minute. They lost so many ships on their strong side, and now it's just like, all right, we have to push our Ohio into like a wall of farming. That's not going to go very well. They are ticking on points. It does look like they are winning on points technically, but that's a full 9 minutes away. And honestly, it's not going to be that hard for Pid to rotate onto the B cap at some point and take that. All the cards are in the hands of Pid right now. They should be able to get the kill on the Mosker of the Brain Eater. He has like got a bunch of heals stored up in the bank. The question is he going to be able to get a chance to use them? Farming has switched to the Ohio of Angel Exorcist here. 40,000 health and burning. Has got damage control available. Is currently burning through a heal. Jester and the Daring gets caught in a Mosker radar, but it doesn't really matter because the Mosker is caught by Amugu on the broadside. And yeah, that's going to be the Mosker going down. Still, quote-unquote, technically a lead for BT with the current caps as they are, but it's not going to last very much longer. Conqueror of additional 13 is having to run away right now from Amugu's Des Moines just raining shells down on him. We even have the Daring of Jester going to be opening up on this as well. Actually, no, he's not. He's trying to... Is he just blind firing the position of the Moskra? The already dead Moskra? Yeah, he is. Just making sure that all the crews died as well, apparently. I was thinking that was a bit long range for a Daring, but back over at the middle of B, we have a bunch of torpedoes going back and forth. Davil going to be taking one of them, and there's a couple more coming towards him, which he is also going to take one of. And he's going to take a full broadside turn, and yeah, going to dive behind this rock so he doesn't take even more torpedoes. Hopefully, right? Yeah. It's a Wooster. It's indestructible. We have Havoc here in his Des Moines, about to have a World of Hurt. Oh, yeah, he finds a World of Hurt. That is the Wooster. We see the Conqueror goes down as well, back here. Now we have this Gearing and Daring, who are kind of on their own, and the Gearing's about to eat torpedoes. And yes, eats two of them. Just for added oomph. So we got the Daring alive, and the Ohio alive, and yeah, this is a pretty clean win. I'm going to go see if I can find a game quickly. Anything? Angel Exorcist in the Ohio, going to be running away. Daring going to be sat in the smoke screen, just sitting there, prolonging the inevitable. He is going to be radared by the Hargrove and Des Moines combination. Going to be taken down. This just leaves a single, lonely Ohio of Angel Exorcist. As you can see, Pedro slightly in the lead right now with an 8-ship lead and a, I don't know, like a 300,000 health advantage, mild 700 or so point advantage, 1-cap lead, and that's going to be a clean 9-0. Yes. Pedro going to win this series 2-0 with a very dominating performance on the second map and a forfeit on the first map, so yeah. And we're going to look for a game 3 somewhere. Or potentially a game 2, depending, because that was a fast map. Winner scene. That one.